Hey, hello, what's up? How you doing? Today we're talking about the things, the gear I take to a shoot of a tense video. So anyway, welcome back to the channel. As I said before, today we're talking about the gear I take to a dance music video. First and most important, I guess we can talk about the camera. The camera that I use to shoot the video is actually recording me right now. The Canon R6 Mark II. It's a fantastic camera. I have it since probably June this year, and it has been fantastic ever since. I had some issues with Lexar memory cards. That's going to be for another video, but other than that, the eyepiece in this camera is amazing. It is so stable, even though it has the weird wobbles that everybody knows by now. Amazing camera. Second thing I took to this shoot, well, my idea was to film them from far and also some close-ups. So I ended up taking my real trusty 24-70 2.8 from Canon. I think this is the Mark II, and so I went from 35 to 70 and I did 4 takes, and then I mixed them all together in the final edit. But yeah, 24-70 is a very good range, all the way from establishing shots to detail shots, you name it, it has it, almost. If you want a fisheye, then this does not do it. The next item on the list, together with the camera, since this lens is a EF mount and the R6 Mark II takes RF mount, I have an adapter that's on the camera right now with an ND filter slot. It has a variable ND filter on it. The only thing I would improve in this adapter is the sensitivity on this little knob. It's too responsive on the movements. It gets a bit tricky sometimes because it's also very close to the body, and since I'm using a cage, it might be a bit difficult to get to. Every time you want to dial the ND could be a bit hard because of its responsiveness. But other than that, I think it's a great product from Mikey. As I was using a half cage in my R6 Mark II, I always like to rock this stop handle. It's really amazing. I've had it for like a couple of years now, and it served me so much with all these mounting points. I've bought monitor mounts that adjust both to ARRI rosette, some cold shoe mount as well. I think it's fantastic. It does the job. When it's cold, it's maybe not the most comfortable to hold because this one gets cold, but other than that, wear some gloves and you're set to go. One more thing I was using, this side handle from SmallRig as well. I'm using this guy quite often actually because it has this beautiful lever where you can actually press it and the angle changes 360, so you can actually spin your camera if you would like to just by pressing the lever. This means that if you ever want to shoot low, you can actually adjust the angle so that your wrist is in a more comfortable position to hold the camera. It's a bit pricey, but I think it's totally worth it. The next item was this microphone. I think it's called the Rode Video Micro. I was using it just as a scratch audio because they were using some speakers so that they could tense, obviously, and that actually helps me so I could have the different takes in the different layers and I could go just mixing back and forth. Anyway, this is a great microphone. I've had it for several years as well, and it served me well in controlled environments. Some more utilities I was using in the shoot. Obviously, memory cards, you do need them. This guy takes SD cards, so I just took a couple of them. The shoot took around 3 or 4 hours, but I think I didn't even shoot 128 gigs on the cards, so I didn't even need it. If if I'm completely honest. This guy takes LP6NH something. I took 3 or 4 of them, and I think I went through 2. This camera is pretty efficient. It's not super power hungry. And the codec I was using, it was the compressed IPV, so it wasn't so demanding. And now I want to get into the things I thought I would use a lot, but I ended up not using all that much. The first one being a monopod. Let's see if I can fit in the screen. This is a pretty nice monopod, I have to say. The way I used this monopod on this shoot was in tandem with, drumroll, yeah, a gimbal. How original, right? So I thought I would use this much more than I actually did. I used it on one take, and that's it, because I shot handheld the rest of the time, since the stabilization in this camera is so good. But for the curious guys, this is the old Ronin S. It works completely fine so far. It takes the weight of the R6 Mark II with the 24-70. No problem at all with the microphone. I'm thinking I'm going to upgrade at some point, but so far I don't actually use it all that much either. As a conclusion, as it always happens to me, I usually take a lot of gear. I end up using 30 to 40% of what I take. Moving into 2024, I'm thinking of trying to be more efficient and carry less weight, because my back is already screaming these days. Sometimes you do need it, and depends on the budget. Please take it, but other times you might not need as much as you think you do. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, you know what to do. The likes, the subscribes, it helps me a lot. I'm starting and I'd like to make a career out of this. So in any case, stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and have a great day yourself.